Can't tell you how exciting that is, really, because, I'm in my 60s now. And when I was a kid, I was watching the Jetsons. And I thought when I was an adult, we would be flying in flying cars. I've said this many times on the show.
Yeah.
And then I drove out into the desert last year, out to Broken Hill, like two days drive. And I'm screaming at the Galactics and I'm saying to them, why am I still in a petrol car? Like, what's going on?
Why the delays?
Like, why the delay? And I had a big chat with the mob, with the Galactic mob, and said, okay, so how do we get this technology out there without people being murdered? And they gave me lots of advice, but like, you're actually doing it. And the consciousness component, you said, the consciousness component to interface with the ship is the same consciousness component to interface with life, right?
That's
like
right.
Your focus and your
same
thoughts,
skills.
Same skills.
Yeah.
Same skills.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's the way I've always really loved to dance as a physicist, because it's like you start talking about quantum gravity physics and people are like, oh God, like, what am I going to have to learn? You're talking, quantum chromodynamics and, wormholes. And what does this mean for me? But for me, as an educator and also as an experiencer of life, I personally am passionate about physics because of the ways that it's brought me a deeper understanding of how to live and engage with life and reality and the world. And so I deeply believe that this kind of knowledge and exploration can massively empower us in huge ways. And for me, having had profound metaphysical experiences growing up, realizing that we are in a field of charge, that chi, ki, prana, vital force, odic force, pick a name for it, this fundamental field, the ether, that's been known about for thousands and thousands of years, talked about in literally every culture on the planet, is not only real, but is a practical way that we are engaging with entanglement with space-time and objects around us. And so, yes, when you talk about, charging up a crystal ball or interacting with a certain object, you are actually talking about information sharing at the quantum scale that's then connecting you to that thing. There's a reason why mothers feel it when their kids hurt themselves. There's a reason why we think of someone and they call us on the phone. There's a reason why your ears burn. There's a reason why you can feel it when someone's looking at you. And guess what? All of our school systems, all of our colleges, all of the amazing education systems that we have right now are completely ignoring this entire area of study. And it is critical that we bridge that area of study back, because it's also the key to our future sciences.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I haven't even read your bio yet. We got straight into it. But I feel like I'm going to be dead before it changes. Like, I've been waiting for our education system to change, for this to be introduced. And, I'm seeing things like mindfulness and meditation being introduced. But
They're steps.
They're steps. What do you think? I'm perplexed, because I think, do I read the bio or do I keep asking him questions?
Yeah, forget the bio. They can find my bio. Don't worry.
The bio is good. I've rewritten the bio.
That's right.
The bio is good.
They'll read the bio later.
For people that don't know who you are, some people know who you are, but I might get into it. But let me just go through it. Let me go through it, because this is interesting, and we'll get back into when do you think it'll change.
Sure.
Because it says that after having a vision of the universe as a fractal hologram when you were 15, you went extensively into studies in a wide variety of branches of theoretical astrophysics. And by the time you graduated high school, you completed major research papers on the potential interface between consciousness and physics and space-time. So you've been thinking about this stuff for a long time as well.
Yeah. Since I was 15.
Right. And born in California, Adam has been a physicist systems, architect, designer, and developer for nearly 20 years. He's the co-founder of several education technological-based companies and organizations such as Access Granted and Superluminal Systems, an active faculty member, author, and lead systems architect for several international online academies, including the Resonance Academy of Unified Physics, and the Guardian Alliance Academy for Self-Mastery. These sound amazing. And in 2005, Adam made physical contact with an extraterrestrial Star Nation ambassador and began active and ongoing communication with the Galactic Ambassadors from a vast array of different species who are supporting Earth. As a speaker, you've been featured at the White House, United Nations, and conferences all around the world, and offer global transition, physics, technology, human spirituality, and the future as a next generation leadership ambassador at the White House in multiple Nexus and other summits at the United Nations.